Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You know, we're all playing this game occasionally called World of Warships Legends. Here we're on Greece, we're down tier in a domination match. And this is one of those matches where one of the people on my team got on my very last nerve. So we're going to watch the match unfold. We're going to see what happens. But my message to you right in the beginning is when someone criticizes the way you play the game, don't take it seriously. If we had publicly available stats, yeah, I mean, look, steel sharpens steel. You aren't going to get any good playing against people that are weaker than you, which is why skill based matchmaking should never be a thing. You're going to get good by playing people better than you. But that being said, you don't want to be the worst player in every match. I'm not the worst player in every match. I'm not claiming I'm a great player. I think we all know I'm a little bit better than average, just like my winning percentage is a little bit better than average. I think I kind of know what I'm doing out here for the most part. But one of my teammates is gonna imply that I don't know what I'm doing. And for the first time ever, I'm going to get on board with the friendly ship and follow him around. And you can tell me in the comments afterwards if this guy was as terrible as I think he was. All right, so we got a Carl Johan. We've got an Alaska. I want to say, I think here in a minute, I'm going to spot a destroyer. AM Sumner. No, my torpedoes won't hit AM Sumner. So we're going to go bow in. And I want to say, I think Sarkoon just did a video about this very same subject. It's utterly coincidental. He didn't make me think of this. I've had this footage for a while. Honestly, I just got off a suspension from Xbox for a really stupid reason, I think. And so I was salty. So that's why you have this video, because I'm salty today. All right, AM Sumner, there's literally nothing he can do. He's caught in my sonar. I am safely in a smoke screen. He's not even trying to shoot at me. And why would he? He has real targets to shoot at that are out there. Some torpedoes come in there. I wasn't really paying attention to those, but that'll come into play a little bit later. Anyway, we've still got the AM Sumner fully in our trap, and I'm just going to periodically and systematically burn him down, missing a couple shots here and there. But eventually, he's going to be dead. Kill number one. First blood. All right. Those other torpedoes came from a different angle. I see a smoke screen. I know there's another destroyer over there. And our teammate is about to get killed. And so we're going to move out towards the direction of this smoke screen, which, based on the RDF indicator, I don't think that the enemy ship is even in the smoke screen anymore. All right, there he is, a loose shun. He is shooting at whatever destroyer is over here with me. Our aim slightly off there. And I think he actually killed him. And so it took him a little bit to get his guns over here and return fire. And again, we're just going to punish this guy. Now, you think that he would hit his smoke and his sonar, because he's under 4K from me, so he would be able to smoke sonar me no problem. I guess he doesn't think of it, and so we're burning him down. I'm healing. Finally, he smoked sonars. Now I'm just watching for the muzzle flashes and the origin of those HE shells in his smoke, and I think he's also shooting armor piercing, to be honest with you. And that's going to allow me to set him on fire. And now I've kind of lost him a little bit. I wasn't sure if he was going backwards or forwards. So we're going to come out of the smoke screen. Oh, I didn't even know we were in a smoke screen. Well, that would make a difference. All right, here he is. He's on fire. We're going to send a couple salvos his way and finish him off. Second kill. All right, we've killed two destroyers. We basically cleaned out the side of the map. And we're going to capture Charlie here. And I'm just saying, hey, I'm a destroyer. I'm doing my job. That's how it's done. All right. By the way, what else am I going to tell you guys? I no longer post on Rumble. Rumble used to automatically upload videos from YouTube, but then YouTube changed something, and as a result, Rumble no longer uploads. So I'm sorry to anybody I left behind on Rumble. I just don't have enough time to do 2 uploads because I'm cranking out Fallout videos right now. So maybe someday I will, but now is not the time. All right, we spotted a 3rd destroyer, Shima. I felt really good about this one. He starts to turn in here a little bit, so I wasn't leading him enough, but then my teammate, who's another Shima, kills him, and that's all good. I still feel really good about what we're doing. We've got the same amount of kills as the enemy team. We are on our way to capturing Charlie, and life is good. And we've got a Carl Johan out there who doesn't have a lot of hit points left. And I'm starting to turn in, and I'm like, that Carl Johan seems like a really good target. But I don't want to get too close because I know he has secondary guns. And so I don't want to engage his secondaries. So I've got to be cautious about how close I get to him. And I'm shooting here trying to set him on fire. I should never have fired those shots. And you'll see why in a minute. All right, meanwhile, the Carl Johan torps the Shima that killed the red team Shima. That's foreshadowing. All right, so I'm just coming out from the island. I'm just trying to get a glimpse, and then I'm going to start to turn away because I think he's advancing, and I don't want to get detected. So we got 5.3 concealment. He's at 5.4. We're good. But as I launch, I realize he has torps coming in. We can't turn quickly enough, and we get killed. And the battleship that's up here with me says, nice work. That's how it's done. And I was just like, you motherfucker. You haven't done shit this whole match. And you're going to sit there and shit on me. And I was just like, all right, okay, you can do that. Normally, I'd just go back to the port. After watching these torpedoes miss, I just got so pissed. I'm like, all right, Billy Badass, let's see how good you are. And the funniest thing is this guy is terrible. The guy, we're going to get on board his ship. When you see his gamer tag, it's going to be deeply ironic. All right. So we're going to swap around here until we get to the ship. It's the Conqueror, and this fucking guy is named T-Bull's Ghost. He must have been T-Bull's fanboy, but he didn't watch any of T-Bull's videos because I don't see anything here resembling intelligent gameplay. And you're going to see it all in this one, for the most part. She's shooting HE. I don't have a problem with that, except if you're shooting at cruisers, you get that short fuse British armor piercing. Surely T-Bull has talked about shell selection in the videos he made before he quit the game. Surely he did. Maybe my man T-Bull's Ghost here didn't watch those videos. You know, he's got the full broadside going. He's shooting HE. Life is good. You know, the blue team, no help from T-Bull's Ghost, is going to pull even for a brief moment here. It was wondrous to watch. And this guy had nothing to do with it. All right, look, he's turning against his turrets. I advise never to do this. Now he's got to turn those rear turrets all the way around, and they're out of action. I mean, it's fine to do when you're alone in the middle of nowhere in a match where you're not engaging the enemy. It's a terrible idea to do when you're shooting at someone, especially when you're down. And the other teammates pulled us even. Totally could have won this game. But our entire team was let down by some dude named T-Bull's fucking Ghost. Rear turret's still out of action. He's still shooting HE. I gotta hand it to him. You know, he is stuck in his ways. He doesn't even know how to change the shells on any of his ships. He just thinks they all shoot HE only. All right, so he's given pretty much a full broadside here. I think it's in Alaska. He's going to continue to flail away at him. You know, he's not doing a ton of damage. He takes a chunk of damage there. He's still shooting though. I feel that he thinks he can just burn down the entire enemy team with HE only, and that's a valid plan. I disagree with that plan, but that's his plan. All right, so it looks like he's going to try to go flip the Bravo Cat. Maybe. I'm being generous. Maybe he was just sailing that way, and that wasn't his plan at all. He's still shooting HE, by the way, at a cruiser. Even though there are now 2 cruisers in his gun range spotted by him. And again, one of our teammates gets another kill. So T-Bulls goes big chance to shine. Now it's 1v3, and he's still shooting HE at the Alaska. He shot a little bit there. I'm just seeing what's out there on the other side of the map, because I don't think he's been paying attention to the minimap. I don't think he has any situational awareness at all. And I feel very confident T-Bull has talked about situational awareness more than once. So here's a bunch of torpedoes. He eats 3 or 4 of them. He's down to 7,800 hit points, and he hits his heel. Okay, that's fine. And then he's going to run into an island. And I don't think this was a smart idea. If I was him, I would have gone past the island. At the very least, at that point, you're not dead in the water. You're in open water. You've got your front turrets available. The destroyer that launched those torpedoes is probably on the other side of this big rock that he hid behind after he launched the torpedoes. I don't think T-Bull's ghost has a fucking clue. Nope. He's still aiming all his guns in the other direction. And again, I could only imagine what his plan here is. How he's going to pull this off. He's going to shoot at somebody, and he's giving him full broadside. So he gets a ship pushed in right there. And while he's busy engaging that guy, the closest enemy that he knows is there. He knows the destroyer is there because the destroyer just torped him. T-Bull's ghost has a focus that won't be shaken. He is busy staring at this rock, and his secondaries start going off. T-Bull's ghost, what happened? Oh, you got killed like a chump. That's what happened. All right, here we are on the defeat screen. Really, these stats don't matter. We had a not impressive game, but we still finished first on the board. And the guy who criticized me, I can barely see him. He's so far down there. He did get a kill somehow. Maybe somebody felt sorry for him and sunk their own ship. The Carl Johan, as I stated, he had a great game. But T-Bull's ghost, man. Fix your own house before you start criticizing someone else. You are not a good player. The end. You suck.